All right, everyone, we are going on to the virgin bleach application. I mixed new lightener with a few drops of oil, and now I'll teach you another technique that I really like. I use Shades EQ from Redken. They're 9T, 9 titanium. And what I do with the titanium is I take a little bit of it, because it is a demi. And if you can see this, I just put a little bit in there, and that gives this bleach quite a bit of base to deposit just a little bit of tone. And I found by doing that on clients who want balayage, the results are much better. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in there. You don't need a lot, just like eyeball a splash in. So for virgin bleach, you will need gloves. And I mean this, like, don't even risk it without gloves. Unless you want to wait for the skin on your hands to heal and regrow itself, please wear gloves. And this is gonna look funny because in my little glove area, I only had a little bit, so I have two color gloves, green and regular. So for virgin bleach, I sectioned off the hair around it. You're gonna take very small sections, and I usually start in the top because it's a little bit easier. Actually, I'll start from the bottom because I don't want to spill it on the floor. So virgin bleach, you want to take 1/8 sections. And on a mannequin, I know this is kind of hard, but what that means is very fine sections like this. And you are going to apply the bleach ever so carefully. You want to avoid hitting zone 1, which is the scalp area, so about 1/2 inch away from the scalp. Pull that down. Make sure it is evenly saturated. And if this was a client, I'd have barrier cream around her. This is a mannequin, so I'm not going to waste many products on her. I actually used kind of like the junky products I had that I didn't really like. Sorry, Sam, that's a mannequin's name. Okay, and the reason why we apply away from zone 1, which is the regrowth area, is because if this was a human, what would happen is the heat from the scalp would cause it to process quicker. So if I were to apply it from here down, by the time I'm at the top, she would have an extremely uneven, horrible result, and she would not be a happy camper. You can even cause breakage that way if you're not careful. Now, had she been bleached on the ends, I'd be very careful, and I'd take 1/8 inch sections to get even saturation, and I would apply just to the regrowth area and not overlap. Overlapping color over color, you can get breakage if the hair is in bad condition. However, most of the time you just get a line of demarcation and some really nasty banding going on. With bleach, it is totally different. You get really nasty results. You can get breakage, the hair will fall off. So anytime you're in a salon and you have virgin hair and they decide to put the bleach in the scalp first, my advice is to immediately run out of there. There is never an appropriate time to do that unless your look is going for hot roots. Which hot roots are not hot, they are ugly. And when in doubt, smaller sections are better. With hair color, they always say use it sparingly. With bleach, the more the merrier. You really want the bleach to stay wet. If the bleach is not wet, your result is not going to be good. Take caution when using bleaching on relaxed hair. Hair that has been overprocessed. Even with Olaplex, Olaplex is not a cure-all. You can still damage the hair severely, even if you use Olaplex, so keep that in mind, please. And please, please, making a promise to my viewers, you will never use box bleach. I don't care if you have to get it on Amazon, at least get some kind of professional bleach or go on Sally's. And the bleach for virgin bleach application should be a bleach that's safe on the scalp. I know some of the textbooks say powder lightener is not safe. I'm not sure about what this bleach is because it's a mannequin, but there are powder lighteners that are safe. My advice is to listen to the manufacturer and read the directions. The best bleach for on the scalp is oil bleach, but oil bleach is very runny for a virgin application, so you can do a mixture of both. I know cream bleach is really good, but it's very expensive stuff. And for this mannequin, her hair is really cheap, so I'm not going to use my expensive stuff. And the fun part is watching the colors change. Just know that hair that's been colored, you're going to get unpredictable results with lightener, and that's a given. So you may need to wait a while. Always use a low volume developer with colored hair. I've known stylists that have used even level 5 developer, which is not common. Usually you have to make it with diluting a 10. And they've left it for a while. And you would think the hair would fall out. It did not. The hair was very healthy. They removed level 1, which is black hair color, from a natural level 9. And her results were amazing. And this happened a while ago. But if I can get a mannequin like that, I'll show you guys and I'll do a demo. This is level 10 developer too, so you want to be quick but accurate. You don't want to splatter bleach. If you get bleach in your client's eye, it is not a pretty sight. They can call it, obviously, you know, I don't have to be obvious what bleach, tell you guys, I don't have to point out the obvious. Oh, I can't speak today. I don't have to point out the obvious that bleach in the eye is not a good thing. You want to protect their skin. There's so many precautions. Generally, just use common sense when using bleach. I gotta hire a cameraman. It's a real pain in the butt sometimes. Really work it in there, massage it in gently. And it's funny because I keep forgetting the professional term is lightener, but you know, lightener is still bleach. It does the same exact thing. Even some of the professional brands still call it bleach. I know in some of the textbooks they say avoid using the word bleach because it sounds scary to your clients. Generally, they know what it is. So I just thought that was funny. And now I'm going to try to get a good view of this because it's hard to see. But in the front, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to outline the whole section with the lightener. And then I'm going to apply from up here right to the scalp. And I'm going to go through and keep doing this. So I'm going to take, actually for this I should use a comb. That's where my plastic wrap that I put down came in because it'll protect my hair from my balayage. Gonna go through, make sure all the regrowth is covered now. And I'm gonna keep doing this until the hair is covered, so I'll see you guys and I'll be back with the balayage.